Hey man, what it is? This is Dean, and I am your host, and this is By Any Means. There go to PayPal at Dean by any means. There go to Cash App, $ Dean by any means. Devin, you got some nerve, sir. I don't even get in my intro. Y'all know what it is. I don't care if you leave $3, $5, $100. Much appreciated. Yeah. Devin, you got some nerve. Devin Haney, you got some nerves. And today is the official end date. What is it, March 19th, 2024? This is officially the day that the Hanos clan has ended. Devin, you have some nerve to tell Shakur Stevenson that you should just focus on people that's in your weight class, sir. You have some nerves, and it is flaming hypocrisy. Ain't you mentioning Mario Barrios, sir? Last time I checked, Mario Barrios don't fight at 140. Wasn't your dad talking about Connor Ben, sir? Last time I checked, Connor Ben don't fight at 140. Gervonta Davis, your father, sir. As soon as you got out that ring where Regis Prograde, mentioned Gervonta Davis' name. Last time I checked, Gervonta Davis is not in your weight class. How dare you? How dare you tell somebody to focus on the people that's in their weight class, and that is something that you have never done. That is something you have never done. You was talking about Teofimo Lopez when he was at 140. Did you focus on people in your weight class? You was talking about Ryan Garcia before when Ryan Garcia hasn't been at 135 in a while. He wasn't at your weight class. Y'all was going back and forth. You was going back and forth with Shakur Stevenson before he got to your weight class. You have never focused on nobody at your weight class, sir. Gary Russell Jr. was not in your weight class, sir. You have never focused on nobody that's in your weight class. How dare you tell Shakur Stevenson to focus on people in their weight class? So that means that, Devin, you won't mention Gervonta Davis' name again, right? Devin, so that means by your logic that you won't mention Gervonta Davis' name ever again. You have the nerve to say that man is trying to get clout off of you, and every time you got a fight, he mention your name. You mean the same thing that y'all do to Gervonta Davis every single fight? And this is why I rock out. I really rock to my guy Knockout. And this is the part that y'all don't understand. Knockout is my guy for the simple fact that Knockout stand on business. He'll debate anybody, and even people he cool with, he don't just let them get away with saying craziness. Or if they don't say something, he makes sure that he puts it out there that ain't nobody saying nothing about it. I really appreciate that. Because one thing Knockout know, that I'm about to say something about it. 40 mil bill is what they call them. What you going to do when 50K is all you do? You going to tell Shakur Stevenson he need to worry about his own weight class. You can't make this stuff up, y'all. Y'all haven't proven me wrong about nothing on this YouTube yet. I told y'all, it's funny that it's happening now that I have emerged on YouTube. I told y'all, we killing all narratives. Devin Haney fans, let me talk to y'all. Come over here. Let me put you under the wing. Let me talk to y'all in the corner. You know how I used to do dudes before I beat them up in high school. So, no, but that's real. But let me stop playing. Let me holler at y'all, man. That means that Devin fans, I don't want to hear y'all mention nobody that ain't in 140. Devin fans, I do not want to hear y'all mention Gervonta Davis' name ever again. Gervonta Davis, don't even say the word tank until he gets to 140, whenever that happens. Don't even say the word Shakur until they get to 140, if that's the case. The crazy part is Shakur was talking about a fight at 140. Him being a replacement, Shakur knows he has to get to 140. That's the craziness of it all. Shakur's not talking about fighting you at his weight class. Shakur is actually saying, I'll come up to 140 and fight you. You know how y'all was asking Gervonta Davis to do? When Shakur and Devin are bigger than Gervonta Davis, that's another thing we'll talk about later. But at the end of the day, Shakur was talking about moving up to fight Devin at 140. He wasn't talking about this fight being at 135. If he was coming in to replace him, that means it would have been at 140. So by definition, that means he was talking about a weight class. He was at least talking about fighting you at the weight class. And there's no doubt in my mind that Shakur Stevenson, I think Shakur Stevenson is a 140 pounder. Like Shakur has been sinking himself down. Shakur is every big as Devin. Shakur and Devin are the same size. And if you ask me, I think that they both can get chubby, but I think Shakur could get chubbier. If they both just sat down and didn't eat and just ate, I think Shakur could get even heavier than Devin. Shakur, somebody, he got that Alvin and the chipmunk face. You did what I'm saying? Like Shakur, you could tell he could put on weight if he needed to. Shakur, one of them people like my best friends that could fluctuate in weight, like David Benavidez and people like that. So now, Devin Haney fans, I don't want to hear y'all talk about anybody that's not in 140 because Devin Haney said that Shakur Stevenson need to focus on his own weight class. How dare you say that, sir? How dare you say that he mentions you and clout chasing you when you do the same exact thing to Gervonta Davis every goddamn fight for your last 5 fights. Your last 4 to 5 fights, you have mentioned Gervonta Davis' name, sir. You. Forget your father. You, sir, for the last 5 fights have mentioned Gervonta Davis' name. The Hanos clan, y'all are done. Y'all are done. Bill came out and I've been on your helmet. I've been on your helmet more than everybody on YouTube about destroying these narratives. And they're getting destroyed slowly, one by one by one. The pay-per-view sales got destroyed. Tank don't fight nobody got destroyed. All because of what Bill said. That offer at that $20 million offer got destroyed. Now it's focused on people in your own weight class. So I don't want to hear y'all talking about Gervonta Davis. You got to move up to fight Devin Haney. I do not want to hear y'all say that ever again. Because clearly, not what I said. Y'all know how I like to play the same way I did with Bill. Devin said that. Don't get mad at me. Devin said that. Devin said you shouldn't be mentioning people that is not in your weight class. You mean like Fanon been telling y'all? You mean like Fanon been telling y'all? Shout out to the OG. You mean like Blood Boxing been telling y'all? You mean like Upper Echelon been telling y'all? Key Alexandra 2-cent boxing? You mean Knockout Boxing? You mean like KQKC? You mean like all the people that been telling y'all this? Hey, yo, Elmo. Hey, Elmo, I need an apology, sir. You told me I was a Tank fanboy, sir, because I made a video talking about how you said that Gervonta Davis got to be great by going to 140 to beat Devin Haney. Well, when Shakur tried to do it, now he's clout chasing. Devin Haney don't agree with you, Mr. Elmo. He don't agree with you, sir. He said you should focus on people in your weight class. That's what I said to you, Elmo. That's what I said to you. Devin Haney clearly agrees with me. Bill and Devin agree with me on a lot. That Gervonta Davis actually does fight good competition. That Ryan Garcia, Mario Barrios are good competition. That you can't compare Devin and Tank pay-per-view numbers. I'm just saying. He said the only thing we don't agree with is that Devin is the face of boxing. I mean, if we going off of what Bill said. Oh, man, y'all getting slow cooked. Y'all know I'm going to go off today, right? I hate that I got to make these videos for y'all, but I have to do it because y'all going to continue to run with lies. And then when your own fighter and his father come out and debunk your narratives and lies, y'all try to hide in the shadows. No, that's not going to happen. Y'all try to hide in the shadows, okay? Y'all trying to hide in the shadows. We're not doing that, okay? We're not doing that. At the end of the day, y'all, every single narrative that is going on in boxing that Devin Haney has created is now backfiring, and y'all have to deal with it. Y'all said Ryan Garcia was the reason they sold $1.2 million pay-per-views. We're about to see if that's true. Because we already know y'all lost either way, because this fight not going to sell more than Frank and Tank and them anyway. If that undercard is anything like we heard that undercard is going to be. Okay? So that narrative is defeated. Gervonta Davis don't fight no slick fighters. That narrative is defeated. Yes, it is. Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis resume. Bill said it ain't fair to talk about the resume. Bill said it's fair that I got to compare these next 2 pay-per-view numbers, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. And now, when we tried to tell y'all he need to fight Gervonta Davis at 135, none of y'all listened. None of y'all listen. You said you got to fight the man that's the A side at his weight class. Devin even agrees. Devin's still telling people that they got to worry about people in their weight class. So, Devin, tell your father to stop mentioning Tank name. How about you stop mentioning Tank name? Don't mention Mario Barrios. Don't mention Connor Ben or any of that. You need to be mentioning Gary Antoine Russell, Teofimo Lopez, Sabril Matias. I do not want to hear no other words come out your mouth, sir. If it's not Rolly Romero, Isaac Pitbull Cruz, Gary Anton Russell, Sabril Matias, Teofimo Lopez, if I don't hear any of them names come out your mouth, I don't want to hear it. Under any circumstances, I don't want to hear it. So y'all know what it is, man. Dean, by any means. Oh, we got some more videos coming. They're going to be cooking a little bit more on more today. But Devin, you got some nerve, sir. I ain't finished yet. Devin, you got some nerve sitting up there telling somebody not to mention your name before a fight and focus on people in his weight class. For the last 5 years, you have done everything but that. You have called everybody a duck in, around, hovering around the weight class. Hovering around the weight class. What happened to Gary Russell? He wasn't in your weight class. You was mentioning him. Gervonta Davis not in your weight class. You was mentioning him. Mario Barrios not in your weight class. You mentioning him. Devin, you and your father got to stop the hypocrisy. I like y'all, man. You are a great fighter, but you have to stop the hypocrisy. It's sad now. The B-side contract thing got this debunked. Remember that? Remember to send a contract, but then Bill told y'all that he's trying to send a contract, but he's not ready to talk to Al. He waiting on Al to call him. How can you be trying to send an offer, but waiting on a guy to send you an offer? That's called double talking. That's called talking out the side of your neck. So now I'm gonna hold Devin Haney accountable. I should never hear you mention Gervonta Davis' name again. Devin Haney fans, I should never hear you mention Gervonta Davis' name again, unless Devin Haney's going to fight him at 135 or Gervonta Davis decides to move up to 140. But unless he decides to do any of that, because you know Devin could change his mind. So Devin decides that he want to stay at 140. He said he'd come back to 135, but he decided to change his mind. But Tank Davis can't decide to change his mind years before Devin even got to 140. Y'all know what this is. Dean, by any means. And I holla at y'all.